Hey, hey, it's Friday. Friday. Frenchie and I are here with Orville for a little pop-up live on Friday night. How are you guys doing? Thanks for joining me. This was really like a 10-minute ago decision. um, anyway, it's good to see you guys. Crystal, thanks for coming. And Nisi, thank you, Nisi. Yeah, I made this Orville. This is Colonel Orville Poppy Popcorn, but we just call him Orville. I think it was, I'm not sure, Kimchi maybe, that I can't even remember now who came up with the name Orville. And then I added all the Colonel Orville Poppy Popcorn. But anyway, and then of course, Frenchie, the French fry. Normally Frenchie comes out for my Friday finishers, but sadly, I'm working on like a large project. And so it's going to take me a while before I have a Friday finishers video, but that's okay. I'll pop up tonight and see how you're all doing. Hello to Chris and Paula and Zach. Hey, and Quilty Linda. Thank you all for being here. And Nisi says, oh, the French fries. Oh, French fries, how cute. Thank you. Thanks so much. And people are just saying, hey. Nisi says, hey, Zach. Oh, no. They sure are not. Oh, hey, y'all. My tummy hurts. Chicken noodle soup and ginger ale aren't a good combo. Really? Because I thought like chicken noodle soup made you feel better and ginger ale helped your tummy. So I'm sorry to hear that, Zach. You know, I think there's some kind of a stomach bug going around, at least in my area. Yeah. Crystal says, feel better, Zach. Yeah. And yes, we're sending hugs and love. Yes. Take care of yourself for sure. So, you know, I figured I would pop in literally with Orville and just maybe do some crochet and chill and hang out. So if y'all are up for that, you know, if we get a few people in here, maybe we could play some kind of a game. I've got like 3,000 questions. We can ask at least one or two of them. What I'll do, let me see. I will, you know, I'll type in a couple or something and we can answer them. That would be cool. Also, I'm going to type in yogi to start us off with a mindfulness quote. Nisi says, I was just watching a replay of yours. Then I got a notification that you were doing a pop-up. Yeah. China, hi. How's it going? She says, hello, Mara and chat. And here is your beginner mindfulness quote. Take a break and reconnect with the present moment through mindfulness. Yeah. Hello, Lydia. Oh, how am I doing on my hours? Well, I need approximately 560 hours, 560 or 50, something like that. I still have a little ways to go. Yeah. Not too bad, though. Not too bad. I'll be live for a little while tonight, and then I'm going live in the morning at 8 a.m. Pacific time for an hour. And then, of course, on Sunday, I'll have my weekend wind up. So maybe we'll get a few in. I am getting close. It's nice. It's really nice. Zach says, hi, Nisi, sweetie. Lydia did say hi to my Mara. Well, hi back to you, my love. And Crystal says hi to China. Yes. Yes, 8 a.m. Pacific is 10 a.m. Central. Right. I had to think about it before I clicked on it. I was like, yes. So we have 8 a.m. Pacific, and then Nisi's time is 9 a.m. Mountain, and then Central time is 10. Right. And then, of course, Nisi also has her porch chat tomorrow. And I just have to say, Nisi, I really had a great time at your monetization party yesterday. That was really cool. And it was nice and efficient. And I realized, I know you had the echo and stuff on there, but it was so much fun regardless of the echo. And Spring and Gail and your brother, they were just a joy, truly. Nisi says, I'll keep running your lives. They have the most minutes. Yeah. Once I'm done with those, I'll hit up the other playlist that I haven't finished. Yeah. I know the lives, when you go live for like an hour, it just one continuous hour. The lives playlist really is a good one. Zach says that he is so sorry that Nisi, that he missed your monetization party, but he was working. Yeah, I tell you, that work, it just totally gets in the way of everything, doesn't it? Aw, Lydia, thank you so much. She says, I will watch your playlist, Mara. Hello, Shelley. Good evening to you. Yes, and Crystal says, me too. I had fun. Yeah, it was a good time. And I've already got my, they're downstairs. They're ready to go. I'm ready to mail out the prizes to the winners. So once you have the addresses, just forward those on to me real quick, and then I can pop them into the mail. So yeah, I know you probably will have a lot of emails to go through, Nisi, but if you have the emails, just feel free to pass them on. I know that I can at least get one of the email addresses because I think I might have sent her something before, but if you send it to me or forward it to me, that would be really great. And let's see, Crystal says, good evening, Shelley. And Lydia says hi to Nisi. And Nisi says, it's okay, Zach, work comes first. Oh, I've got like a little, maybe it's like a fruit fly or something. And it's just been like buzzing in. Now, you know, on my weekend wind up on Sunday, I had bell pepper in here and orange in here. And I do eat a little bit of food up here, but I try not to. But I took out all the garbage from that, and I'm not sure why there are fruit flies in here. The window's not open, nothing. But anyway. So what are you guys up to on this find? Well, it's Friday, but it's going on Saturday early morning on the eastern side of the US, and it, well into Saturday across the pond. So are you guys just hanging out? You're watching some TV? I was doing the Cup to Hook movie night over at Cynthia's Joyful Creations, and I had fun there. I had so much fun. I always do. Movie night is super fun. And we've been watching the Call the Midwife series. And that this week, it's always, I don't know, there's always something, that puts you like on the edge of your seat, or that gives you just a little bit of, like if there's a, somebody has like a high risk pregnancy or something happens, or, and you just get wrapped up in the emotions of it. Sometimes it is hard to watch that series, but I do enjoy it. Everybody's just saying hello. You scroll down a bit. Okay, no worries. I will look on Facebook Messenger, but for, if you need it, this is my email right here. But no worries. I don't want to create more work for you. Let me just look to make sure I got your Facebook. I got it. Yeah. Yep. Okay. YouTube said you reached your limit. That's too much. Yes, yes, absolutely. I will put her prize in the mail, and tomorrow I'll drive it over to the post office and just stick it there that way. I mean, I don't trust putting mail, like it's just going to be an envelope, so it'll be really easy. But at our we have a main mailbox, and one time I went over and I popped some mail in, and then I went over later to put some mail in, and it was like stuffed full. And so I don't think the mail gets taken out of that outgoing mail slot as often as it should. So I'm just going to take it directly to the post office and stick it in the outgoing mail slot over there. But anyway, that is my email for anybody that needs it, but no big deal. And then I will wait to get, I'll wait to get the other address for the second winner. All right. Oh, let me take off that banner now. Also, you guys can, you can type in yogi to get a mindfulness quote. That's YOGI. You can also type in woolly to get a fact about wool or wool producing animals. And you can also type animal facts to get a random fact about one of my favorite animals. And then, of course, if you'd like to drop your channel, if you would like Nightbot to drop your channel, feel free to just type the word mindful, MINDFUL, and that will drop your channel link. And please do that once per hour. I appreciate that. Okay, let me get rid of that. And let me come back over here to some comments. I'm just going to, hey, Susan, good to see you. And Alie, oh, since you're here, I got a package in the mail today. I got a package. Yeah. So since Alie is here, I'm going to, if it's okay with you, Alie, is it okay with you if I open my package tonight? Make sure you're drinking some water. Anyway, glad to see you guys. Hey, Lorna. Let me go back. Let's see. Crystal says, I'm getting ready to read for the night and to watch me. Aw, thank you. And yes, that the answer to that question is yes, I did. No, your comment makes total sense. All right. Oh, no. I'm so glad you didn't frog it, Zach. He says, I missed a darn stitch on my blanket, but I didn't frog it. I'm just going to continue. You keep at it. Just add the stitch back in. Just increase. You know, you might have missed one, but just increase. Yeah. And Nightbot says, be kind to yourself and others, practicing mindful compassion. Let's see. Yeah, it's all good. It is all good. I did get your Facebook message. Yeah, and it says YouTube only lets you look up the emails in the About tab a couple of times, and then it says you've reached your limit for the day. So I could get your email to forward the info. That's okay. No worries. I was thinking maybe it was like, I tried to look up Laura Crojo Corner's email today so that I could send her an email. And from my phone, it doesn't let me see the email address because I have an iPhone. And so when I try to look up her email address on my phone, it won't let me do it. So I had to wait until I was back at my computer and I could go in and look from here. It's a little bit frustrating, but anyway, yeah. Crystal says, responding to your question that you asked. Yep, I got you. Yep, I did ask what you guys were doing. And Lydia says, movie night is fun tonight. It was your second time. Yeah. And Nisi says, I know, right? LOL. Yeah. And Zach says, I'm reading a good book, Crystal. Oh, what are you reading, Zach? I am listening to a good audiobook. I've been listening to a series by Ellery Adams. It's like murder mystery series, and it's called The Secret Book and Scone Society, and I'm on book number 4. I'm not sure. I think there's 5 or 6 or 6 or 7. I don't know for sure, but I am on book number 4. And Lorna says, good morning from across the pond. It's nearly 4 a.m. here. Just sat here coloring and listening to YouTube. What are you coloring? What's your picture of, Lorna? And Shelly says, I am working on weaving a scarf. I have been itching to start cleaning some of the 3 fleeces I got at the Oregon Fiber Fest. The Oregon Flock and Fiber Festival was super fun, Shelly. Did I see you there? Did I see you? Yeah, I got a few things. I didn't buy any fleeces because I'm not a spinner or whatever, but I did have fun at the Oregon Flock and Fiber Fest. I just went on Saturday. Nisi says, hey to Lorna. Lorna says, hey back to Nisi. I always walk my mail to into the counter. Yeah. Well, our post office on Saturdays is open for like 2 hours or something, 10 to noon. And so I'm going to try to get over there and make sure that I take it right to the counter. It's just easier. Yeah, I also mailed off the prizes to my winners from bingo and the StreamYard giveaway that I did on my live on Sunday. My weekend wind up, I did a Halloween themed night, and I did like a few giveaways. So I've taken care of all the giveaways from Sunday. And so I just have Nisi's 2 giveaways to mail out, and then I'll be caught up. I don't like to have that like hanging over my head. Yes. And so Alie says, hey, Mara, just popping in. Hey, everyone. More people are saying hello. Susan Burke is saying hello. And Zach says, I'm reading the Private series by James Patterson. Ooh, what's that about? And Crystal says, Zach, which book are you reading? More hellos. Crystal says, Alie. And OVW is here. Hey, OVW. She says, blessings, Mara and everyone. Awesome. She says, yeah, I'm glad you got it. Absolutely. Okay. Yay. All right. So I have not looked inside, but I got this box today. I went over to my mailbox. Oh, yeah. I don't know if any of you saw my 1-minute short that I did today about my glasses. Yeah. So anyway, I went over to my mailbox. My mailbox was empty, and I was like, oh, my mailbox is empty. It's like every time the last few days I go to the mailbox, it's either empty or it has junk mail in it. You know, just like advertisements. Junk mail. And so I was walking back, and then I get to my driveway, and I'm looking down because, you know, I don't like to trip like over my own feet or whatever. I look down and I see my glasses, the glasses that I've been looking for since like Monday or Tuesday. And they're destroyed, like not just destroyed, but like the lenses from the glasses are nowhere. I mean, anyway, fortunately, I have glasses. You can see I'm wearing glasses. And for those of you that have listened to some of my lives recently, you'll know that I have been going to the eye doctor, and I have to have cataract surgery because my left eye especially has gotten really bad from a cataract. And so whereas I used to just use my glasses when I was driving. Now I need them all the time. And it's mostly because of my left eye. The vision is so blurry without glasses. Anyway, and then even these glasses are not that great. And so for reading on the computer and stuff, I've just been using those glasses that I found destroyed today. And it was such a bummer. Anyway, so then I was walking up to the door. And as I was walking up to the door, then the postman, he pulled up to the house. And long story short, he brought this box. So anyway, without further ado, this came from Alie. Thanks so much, Alie. I pre-opened the box, but I didn't look inside. So here I go. All right, there's a card on top. What a pretty card, Alie. I'm just going to kind of hold this up to show you. Isn't that pretty? On the inside, there's a stitch marker. Oh, this is cute. I'm going to hold this up. There's a stitch marker in here in the cute little bag. And it's the little hand with the I love you shape, like that. Isn't that cute? Wow. She said, "Dear Mara, this is sent much later than intended, but I wanted to thank you for having me on your live a few weeks ago by sending you the item I was working on. I hope the colorway still looks appealing in different lighting. It was so kind of you to include me, and I'm so appreciative of your friendship. Many blessings, dear Alie." Oh, thank you, Alie. That's so sweet. I'm super excited. Wow, this seal on it is very strong. Oh my gosh, this is amazing, Alie. It's gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Pumpkin. Oh my gosh. That is so kind. I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless. This is so soft. I can't even believe how soft this is. Alie, that is so cool. I love it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. I'm just stunned. I'm stunned. Wow. Wow. Crystal says, "Hi, Alie," and "Hi, OVW." And everybody is saying hello. OVW says, "Blessings to Crystal." And thank you. Quilty Linda says, "Shelly, do you also spin?" And Nisi says, "I refilled my water and got me some cookies." What kind of cookies? What kind of cookies? Oh, got a little fiber on me. Yeah, speaking of water, got my water. Everybody take a sip of your water. Wow, I'm just stunned. Stunned. And Nightbot says, "Small acts of kindness, big impacts on hearts." Yes, a small act of kindness. Oh my gosh. I'm just floored. I love the colors in this. This purple, it's like a plum purple color, and all these fall colors. This is really a pretty colorway. I mean, seriously, this pumpkin, do you see how large it is? It's as big as my head. It's huge. I had no idea these were so big. It's like 11 inches across, or 10 to 11 inches. It's a really good size. Boucher, hi. Yes, it is, Crystal. She says it's the same with the join button. Yeah, you can't see the join button on your iPhone. You have to be on the computer to see that. Yeah. Nisi says, I figured the water will balance out the cookies. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Yeah. And there's Nightbot saying, be mindful of your hydration. Yes, on the phone. Ooh, yes. Ah, the yarn I purchased from Dee is beautiful. Yeah, it is. I got 4 hanks from her, and they are so pretty. Nowhere done my book. I'm on page 112 of 400. Oh, he's nowhere near done his book. With his book, he's on page 112. Oh, and Lorna says, I am coloring Harry Potter and magical creatures. Oh, love it. I love Harry Potter. I love everything Harry Potter. I was thinking this week, I'm like, I need to just start at, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and just work my way through the series again. I think I'll watch the movies, and because a while back, my friend talked me into donating all my books. And so now I don't have the Harry Potter book series anymore at home. So I either have to, read it digitally or just watch the movies. The movies are a lot different, but anyway. And Zach says that he has 7 prizes to mail out, I'm assuming is what you mean. And Crystal says, cool, Lorna. I'm reading the Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince at the moment. Hello, Chris. How are you doing? And let's see. Yay, an unboxing. I know, I'm way behind. Oh, yeah, the glasses. Yay. My glasses. Everybody's saying hello to Chris, and Chris is saying hello, Nisi, and Miss Siles and Hair. Siles and Hair Crystal. Hello, Cops. Good to see you. Cop says, hey, everyone. Oh, Miss Smiles and Hair Crystal. Yeah. And Chris says, hi, Cops. And Lydia says, sending prayers for you, Mara. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah. Well, it was time for my annual exam. And when I went in, I was like, yeah, my vision's gotten really bad. I'm not sure what's going on. And then they're like, yeah, I'm pretty young to have my vision affected this much by a cataract. It's not like a big cataract. I just think what it's doing is it's misshaping my lens in such a way that it's just made my left eye very nearsighted in a short period of time. And so it's just best to take care of it now. The only thing with cataract surgery, for those of you that may not know, is that when you have cataract surgery, when you get it done, that's it. Like, you don't get to really do it again. You can't just keep repeating that, at least as of right now. So there is some technology. Like, the type of lens I had been planning to get is called a toric lens. That's TORIC. And that can accommodate, or that can correct the astigmatism that I have going on as well in this eye. And that's funny. Hey, Christine. Sorry, I'm just getting to say hello to you guys, but welcome in for those that I didn't say hello to. But yeah, so anyway, the toric lens would take care of the astigmatism, but then, like, as you get older, you get presbyopia, which is, your optic nerve, you don't have as much, it can't adjust as well. So then that near vision gets really bad. But they have this new lens called and it's only been approved by the FDA for 2 years, and it's called a light adjustable lens. And it's kind of expensive, but I may be getting that one put in. And we'll see. And so what they can do is they can adjust it. You go in once a week over the course of 4 weeks, and they adjust it. They fine tune it. And then once they get your vision as good as they think they're going to get it, then they lock it in, whatever that means. They apply some kind of light, question mark? I don't know. I have to read all the paperwork they gave me. Anyway, then they lock it in, and then that's as good as it's going to get. Then, you know, the rest of my life, hopefully it be a lot of years, you know, hopefully my vision will be really good. So my right eye is not as bad, but the thing is, if you do one and you don't do the other one, then you can have things like headaches going on because you can see really well with one eye, but then you can't see really well with the other eye. And so I have both of the surgeries scheduled for January because, of course, that's as soon as they can do it. So now I have to still wait 2.5 months. But anyway, that's my story. Zach says, Christine, that's $1, please. You said sorry. Oh, that's right. See, Zach's not allowed to say sorry, and he has to pay himself $1 every time he says sorry. So, Christine, I guess you have to pay yourself $1 now. Hey, Chris and Zach and Crystal, says Christine. And Lydia says, hi, Zach. And Chris says, oh, how pretty. Yeah. If you're referring to the pumpkin, it is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. And I get to keep this out like all month. I'm super excited because it's still fall and I get to appreciate this all through the fall. Yeah. Thanks, Shelly. It says, I hope your eye surgery goes great. I would be lost without my glasses, right? Well, you know, so I did that short. What I decided to do in the month of November was like a gratitude journal. And I'm planning to put out a YouTube short, just like a little short, you know, with like something that I'm grateful for. And so I did the short today. Once I found those glasses destroyed, I was like, okay, there's got to be something good to come out of this. And I guess, you know, the main thing for me is that, you know, my glasses may have been run over by myself or by my husband, but at least I wasn't wearing them at the time, right? And everybody thinks that Allie's pumpkin is just adorable. And she says, I'm so glad you like it. I love it. I don't just like it. I love it. There's OFG. Hey, OFG. It's so good to see you. How's it going, Fluff? And he says that he's the 15th like. Yes, that was super nice of you, Alie. And OFG, he's a super nice guy. Everybody go check him out. He says he stopped by to support his friend, and I do appreciate that. Nisi says, I love making pumpkins. They are so fun to make. I only made a couple, and they were like, well, maybe I've only made one. I can't remember, but I've made at least one. And it was like a hollow bowl, and then the lid, you know, the top part, this part here, you know, was separate. And I gave it away to somebody. Hey, Kristen and Bridget. Hello to everyone. I'm getting really behind, so I'm going to try to catch up. Everybody is just saying hello. And Christine says, I love that pumpkin. I want to make one. Well, you just need to talk to Alie and ask her. I already forgot the colorway that she used. I wrote it down that night because I just thought it was a gorgeous colorway. And I have since moved stuff all around my room, and I have no idea where all my notes are. And Kristen says hi to Crystal. And Chris says, did I hear cookies? I know. I still am waiting to get down to the comment where Nisi says what kind of cookies she was eating. And Alie says hi to Bridget. Bridget says hi to Alie. And now, of course, everybody wants cookies because Chris says, now I want cookies. Hey, boss. How's it going? And Nightbot is thanking boss for hanging out. Oh, okay. OFG's got a good joke. When does Friday come before Thursday? In the dictionary. That's cute. When does Friday come before Thursday? It does. In the dictionary. Good one. Yes, that is an old joke. Like dad joke. Shelly says, yes, I spin, I knit and crochet. I have been trying felting too. I love all the fiber crafts. I have been hoping to find some local spinners to hang out with at some point. Well, depending on where you are, Shelly, I mean, are you in Oregon? I'm in the Portland metro, but depending on where you are, there's a few. I crochet. I have an appreciation for spinning, but I have not tried it myself. And Chris and boss, everybody's saying hello, hello. OFG saying hi to boss. And Chris says, I recommend the Harry Potter audiobook by Stephen Fry. Is he the main guy who does the readings? I did listen to one of the Harry Potter books on audio, and he was pretty good. I know it was one that had Dobby in it. Shelly says, I was Professor McGonagall for Halloween. Oh, I love it. Love it. Chris says, no. It's Mrs. and Smiles, not Miss. So I just deleted it. Oh, gotcha. And Shelly says, cool pumpkin. It is cool for sure. Losing vision sounds scary. I know. So back in 1999, I had LASIK surgery. So I have already had the surgery, had a surgery done on both of my eyes. And I had perfect vision for a really long time. And then, of course, the 40s come along and you start, anyway, your eye starts aging. And so I started getting, a little nearsighted again, and it wasn't that bad. And then it just started getting worse. So that light adjustable lens that I was telling you guys about is like the best one, they say, for if you've had LASIK surgery already, because, well, the eye doctor gives me the whole story about how the lenses that they put in are kind of like shoes. They make shoes and there's a whole bunch of sizes, like size 5, size 6, size 7, size 8, size 9, etc. And then there's some half sizes in there, but they can't be super precise. So you might be really a size 8 and 1/8, but you have to get an 8.5, or you have to get a 9 because that's the closest fit they can get. And so it's kind of generic, if you will. And they can only do so much to, for your vision, because the shape of everybody's eye is different, right? The size and shape of my eye is different than somebody else's. And so anyway, long story short, they want to sell you the $4,000 lens, not the $2,400 lens. Or the $1,800 lens. They want you to get the $4,000 lens. But of course, I want the $4,000 lens because I want to see the best that I can, right? I mean, vision is really a precious thing, and I do not take it for granted in any way. Hi, Ariel. I'm not sure which Dawn you're saying hi to, but anyway, Aura. And Chris says, hi, Ariel. And There we go. There is Allie's channel. Please go over and check her out. She has a lot of videos, and she is one of the sweetest people that I have ever met on YouTube. And I look forward to growing and getting to know Alie so much better as time goes on. So please go over and support her channel, and I would appreciate it. And Ariel says hi to Chris. More hellos to everybody. And Ariel says, I would be very lost without my pair of glasses. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I thought that you said it was a Hobby Lobby yarn, but I didn't want to misspeak. But Jazzed Stripe, that sounds familiar. That sounds familiar. So beautiful. Ah, and she says the cookies, they were just chocolate frosted shortbread cookies. Yum. And Lydia says, I just had sugar cookies. Ariel says, hi, Nisi and Lydia. And everybody is saying hello back. Okay. I'm not sure exactly where that is, but like for me, I'm sitting right in between, well, closer to Portland, but in between Portland and Salem is where I am. So hello, fellow Pacific Northwesterner. Ariel says hello to Shelly, and Boss says hello to all. And Chris says, Jim Dale also narrates Harry Potter, but I find Stephen Fry's version far superior. Jim Dale may have been, I mean, he sounds familiar to me, maybe more than Stephen Fry. So thank you for clarifying, because it may have been Jim Dale that I heard. I'm not sure. And Alie says, looking forward to getting to know you better as well, Mara. Thank you so much for the shout out. Absolutely. Everyone, if you haven't already, go. You can come back and see me later. Go check out Allie's channel. Chris says, I love shortbread. This is the same, Mimi. Yeah, I do too. Oh, am I close? Does that mean same, Alie? You would know. Same or same. Yes. Me too. Nisi says, they were tasty. I'm not going to admit how many I ate. Well, were they just like the little buttons with the chocolate on them? You could have a few, right? Hey, Rudy. How's it going? He says 11:27 p.m. Central. Oh, I'm not that far behind. Yay. Oh, okay. So you're further south. Great. Yeah. So you didn't have that far to go for the Oregon Flock and Fiber Festival. There was a small group of us, Carrie the Yarny Elephant, and Jet and Carrie, and Teresa DePap. Sorry, Teresa DePap. And yeah, a few of us, and we met down and we got to hang out with Boss Kitty for a little bit and just shop around. For me, I think it was more about hanging out with the friends there than, actually picking up yarn. I did get some stuff. In fact, I stopped by a candle booth and I picked up different candles. This one is Zen Garden. And it is so nice. It's by Driftwood Farms. This is a 4-ounce candle. It smells so good. And then I got one, which is kind of a coffee scented. Oops. Oh, pumpkin spice latte. Yeah. Let's go with my pumpkin. Pumpkin spice latte. And Chris says that she's got nephews in Gresham. That's a little ways from me, maybe 15 minutes or so. And then the last one I got is lemon verbena. Smells so good. Eventually I'll bring up something into my yarn studio that I can light light one of these. I got to burn some of the pumpkin spice latte one before I'm like over the pumpkin spice for the year. But I do love pumpkin spice. All right. And Boss is saying hi to Nisi. Yep, you and me the same is the context of the sign. Yeah, you and me the same. Right. We do that in kindergarten. Yeah. Let's see. It means same, but more back and forth from me to you instead of, right. It's more like that, right? Okay. Because, yeah, I was sort of moving it all around, but yes, initially I was just going to do this. But, okay, enough of that. Yes, Chris tells Nisi, you're making me hungry. Oh, or am I making you hungry with the talk about the pumpkin spice and the lemon verbena? Oh, and Chris says niece is in Yahats. 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 I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but I think it's Yahats. Yahats. One of my daughter's roommates is from Yahats, I believe. They're at the University of Oregon. And more hellos. Ah, here we go. Lydia is looking for a joke. And Chris says, but anyone would understand. Oh, you're making me hungry, but not sure, but anyone would understand. And here is Lydia's joke. How do trees get on the internet? They log on. They log on. That's so bad. And China is asking, have you crocheted anything new, Mara? And the chat, I am working on my peacock plumes blanket, and I am on round 46 out of like 90 something, 80 something. Oops, that's okay. Yeah, this is the front. Yeah. It's getting very big. Yeah, that's where I am. And I started working on this a few weeks ago. This Afghan is done in 9 parts, and I'm only on part number 3. So I have quite a ways to go, but maybe eventually I'll finish. I think my goal is to do 1 part in a little over a week. So maybe, I mean, it would be nice and ideal if I could do 1 part each week, but I think it's going to take me a little bit longer than that because I work and, you know, because I have tutoring and other things that I do beside crochet, sadly. But I will have the week of Thanksgiving off, and so I am going to try to just power through. Anyway, if I can finish this before the end of the year, that would be really cool. That would be great. What about you guys? Have you crocheted anything new? And Kimberly Rogers says, hi, Mara and everyone. And Nisi, I think, is laughing at the log on joke, maybe. Crystal says, it's looking gorgeous, Mara. Thank you. It is getting there. Thank you, Shelly. And thank you, Alie. And Lydia says, I'm working on my gnome arms for it. Arms for your gnome. Cool. Oh, the gnome. Is the gnome the one where you've got like the air freshener thing inside? Or was that a ghost? Or was that a gnome? I'm not sure. Anyway, awesome. Yeah, I've got my little Orville here for those that came in late. Popcorn. I kind of wish this was the real thing, but it isn't. Anyway, whoops. Let me. All right. Crystal says, I've been crocheting, knitting, and all that, but I keep starting new projects. I'm a mess. Yeah. Oh, I'm starting to get a little warm. My flannel Friday needs to be done. So I had the long sleeve shirt, the t-shirt, and the flannel. So yeah. You gotta shed one of those layers. Lydia says, yes, you're right. Oh, okay. Yeah. Awesome. Oh, wow. Did I catch up? I caught up. Miracle. And China says, I'm on my third gnome, almost done. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Excellent. Well, hey, I think we could ask a question. We have 3,000 questions here. I did a couple of these with Nisi when she came on to my weekend wind up a couple weeks ago. Maybe it was 3 weeks ago. Time flies. It was almost 3 weeks ago. All right. Here we go. Question number 198 says, do you believe in PDAs, public displays of affection? Do you believe in PDAs? I have to say, I do. Like, it depends. I mean, there's a PDA and then there's like PDA. I think hugs are okay. I think kisses on the cheek are okay. I mean, I think you can kiss your husband, you know, like goodbye, but I don't know, like passionate PDAs, maybe not so much. And China says, yes, I do. Okay. Alie says, Crystal, I'm right there with you. I've lost count of the number of whips I have. Lydia says, awesome, China. Crystal says, thanks, Alie. I feel less alone, LOL. Yeah. All right. Anybody else going to answer the PDA question? Let's see. Is there another good one? Let's see what else there might be. Oh, maybe somebody give me a number. This is how we could do it. Give me a number. Hey, Firefly Farm, between 1 and 3,000, and just don't choose 198 because I already just asked that one. And if you guys don't give me a number between 1 and 3,000, then I'll have to ask you know who over here. SIRI. Yeah, Firefly Farm says, hiya, just woke up. Yeah, and Chris says, I agree. It's nice as long as the PDA is not overdone. Yeah, right. And Christine says, I left the room and I just came back. Oh, well, I'm just doing some of the 3,000 questions. And oh gosh, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to mark right here. Quilty Linda says 77. All right, number 77. Okay, we're going to have to answer these. Okay, this one says, number 77, have you had an internship? If not, what would be your dream job? So did you ever do an internship? Now, actually, I did an internship just when I was finishing up college, so my senior year, and it was at a 24-hour residential treatment center, and I did end up taking a full-time job at that place. Bye, Shelly. We'll see you. She says, have a great rest of your evening and weekend. Well, thank you for coming into the live, Shelly. It was great to meet you, and we will see you around. Yeah. LOL, Crystal, never alone, says Alie. Okay, question number 200. Let me flip a couple pages here. Okay, number 200 says, what is an article of clothing that you've bought or received secondhand and loved wearing? So what is an article of clothing that you've bought or received secondhand and love wearing? I did wear this the other day, this, the sweater back here. I thought it was great for fall. I bought that from Dee at Dee's Creative Hands. I'm pretty sure I bought it at an auction. I'm almost certain that I did. And I wore it to work on, I think it was Monday. And so people, I walked around and everywhere I went, people were just like, oh my gosh, that sweater. Oh my gosh, did you make that sweater? I'm like, nope, not this one. Yeah. Let's see. And Crystal says, I have a poncho. It's black. I love it. Now, did you make it, Crystal, or is it one that you bought? Christine says, this is random, but I know this community will appreciate this. I'm literally crocheting in bed using the light from my laptop and phone flashlight while my boyfriend snores next to me. LOL. That's cute. Oh, and Quilty Linda says jean jacket. And Nisi says my Levi jean jacket. And oh, and Crystal says she thrifted it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Feel free to continue to answer that question. Now I'm going to look. China says question 2000. So I'm going to go to 2000. Oh, 1982. 1995, 2000. Okay. If you had a year off from responsibilities, what would you want to do? If you had a year off from responsibilities, what would you want to do? Just crochet at the beach or the mountains or the lake. Or somewhere, but not like the city. That I would want to, yeah, I would want to just crochet and watch movies that I've already seen a bunch of times, like watch all the Harry Potters and watch, just like watch the Hunger Games and, just like sit and watch movies and crochet. Yeah. What about you guys? If you had a year off from responsibilities, what would you want to do? Nisi says 1,500. Okay, let me go back. 1,500. What was the worst time you ever put your foot in your mouth, and what did you say? What was the worst time you ever put your foot in your mouth, and what did you say? I think I've blocked it from memory. I'm sure I called somebody by the wrong name or like forgot someone, maybe. Put my foot in my mouth. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not really sure. Maybe you guys can jog a memory. Put my foot in my mouth. Oh, I'm sure I do it all the time. But like I said, I just blocked it from memory. Oh, I'm looking forward to reading some of your answers. Let's see. Crystal says 1204. I got this book at Target, and it's like in the section where they have journals. And I think what this is meant to do is sort of prompt you. Like the questions are meant to be like to prompt you for writing in a journal or something. Okay, 1204. Okay, Crystal, this one's for you. What do you find ethereal? What do you find ethereal? Now, ethereal, isn't that like kind of like intangible or spiritual? Let's double check. Hey, Siri, what does ethereal mean? extremely delicate and light in a way that seems too perfect for this world. Heavenly or spiritual. Hey, I wasn't too far off. Hey, go back. Ah, dang. All right. Well, yes. What do you find like too beautiful for this world? Wow. Hmm. 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 I hope you guys are writing lots of answers down there. I'm going to look forward to reading. Okay, I'm going to read the one from Firefly Farm, and then I'm going to see what your answers are. Okay, 478. There's a lot of questions. 478. Okay. It says, do you believe it's a dog eat dog world, or do you have a different opinion? Do you believe it's a dog eat dog world, or do you have a different opinion? Sometimes I feel like it's a dog eat dog world, but for the most part, I think I have a different opinion. What about you guys? All right, let me go down. Okay. People were saying goodbye to Shelly and answering the question about your like favorite piece of clothing, essentially. And Chris says a dream job would be housing to the homeless. And Leah Thompson, Issy, coworker, and we fall in love. And oh, is a coworker, and we fall in love. And Chris says almost all my stuff is secondhand. And Crystal says, same, create as much as possible. Yeah, just like, yeah, if I didn't have to worry about like cleaning up after the dishes and doing the laundry, and I could just sit and crochet and somebody else would take care of all that stuff, that'd be great. Oh, here we go. Christine. Oh my gosh, Christine. She says 1988, my birth year. I graduated in 1987. 1988. Okay, 1988 is if you lived in a tower, would you want a doorman? Or do you think it's unnecessary? Why? If you lived in a tower, would you want a doorman, or do you think it's unnecessary? If I lived in a tower, then I could use the stairs and get all my steps in, right? I could go up the stairs and down the stairs and up the stairs. Chris says that he would sleep for a year if he had a year free from responsibility. Go to Walt Disney again, says China. And Nisi says, I'd travel so I could go to my first fiber festival, crochet, and relax. There you go. And Crystal says, oh, I do that on a daily. And Lydia says she would go to Florida. Christine says a year off, I would crochet while traveling. That's right. Chris says probably just a few minutes ago. Yeah. Yeah. Stick my foot in my mouth. I just did that probably right at the beginning, right? Sky. Oh, shoot. I've already forgotten some of these. The sky. I probably should have written down a few of these. Firefly Farm says the wings of a blue butterfly. Foot in mouth comment, 2 skeins will be enough. Yeah. Oh, okay, right. The sky is ethereal. There we go. I knew I'd figure out which question that was eventually. And the wings of a blue butterfly are ethereal. Yes. And This is very good. Yeah, I find some pieces of music to be ethereal. Me too. I agree. I agree. Chris says, again, probably Leah Thompson for ethereal and change most embarrassing thing to now. Hey, Bear. How's it going, Brenda? Hi, Mara, and all the chatty folks, she says. Crystal says, I think it could be a dog-eat-dog world, but not everyone behaves that way. I would like to think that it's a love, support one another kind of world. Me too. And Crystal says, I think with a tower, you would need a doorman or at least a buzzer with an intercom. Yeah. Yeah. I would choose Mr. Belvedere. Christine says, I would totally want a doorman because I'm not trying to climb the stairs to get to my DoorDash and Instacarts. Yeah, I agree. And she says, yeah, music can be very ethereal. True, true, true. Ooh, and I'm catching up again. It's a miracle. Crystal says hi to Bear. Bear says hi to Crystal. And Brenda Bear. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a bear fact for Brenda. You can also type in animal facts if you would like. We got a sloth. Sloths are arboreal animals known for their slow-moving nature. So arboreal, I believe that refers to they live in trees, right? Let's do a woolly fact. Hey, Sunita. Sunita says hi and good night. I can't keep my eyes open. I fell asleep twice in the chair, made it to the bed. Okay. Christine says, good night, Sissy, Sunita. And here is a woolly fact. Merino sheep produce some of the finest and softest wool. And Nisi says, I think the sloth is my husband's spiritual animal. LOL. Yeah, it's my spiritual animal. Chris says hi to Bear. And Crystal says, Sanita, night, night. I liked your short that I saw today, Sanita. Nisi says, hi, Sanita. Hugs my friend and sweet dreams. And Bear says, hi, Chris. Crystal says, Merino. Yes, I love Merino. Lydia says, good night to Sanita. Yeah, love it. Let's see. All right. Any more numbers? Does anybody want to answer any more of those questions? I'm going to look up 1997. That's the year I got married. 1997. There we go. Oh, if you were elected mayor of your current city, what is the first thing you'd do? I was elected mayor of your current city. What is the first thing you'd do? I would probably start looking up how to be mayor. As like politics and me, I'm not really into politics very much. Oh, that's a good one, Crystal. I'm not really a political kind of person, but I would probably, let's see, I would probably want to find out, like how we're doing. Like, do we have problems that what are the problems that need to be solved within our city? How can we get our you know, how can we make things more affordable for the residents of our city, especially with things like prices increasing and things like that. Maybe I would try to come up with solution, you know, figure out what the problems are that need to be addressed and then try to find solutions. All right, let's look up number 2023. Here we go. We're getting there. All right. 2023 says, what organization or cause would you volunteer for? Okay. Good night, Alie. Sanita says, or sink in one. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. Gotta run, guys. This old gal needs to get to bed. It's almost 1 a.m. here. I've enjoyed hanging out with you guys. Hugs, Mara. Hugs right back to you. Thanks for coming, Alie. And thank you so much for the lovely pumpkin. It's awesome. I can't wait to show it to my husband and my family. And I just really love it. You know me, I have to name things. So what should I name my pumpkin? I know it doesn't have a face, but what should I name the pumpkin? Pete, maybe? Okay. All right. Good night. Yeah. So go back to 2023. What organization or cause would you volunteer for? The 8-1. The 8-1. The 8-1. Okay. All right. Let me read 1972 for Lydia. Oop, I was there. 1972. Have you ever been admitted to the hospital? Yes. Have you ever been admitted to the hospital? All right, and here we go. Crystal says, oh, okay, good question. So I would fix the bike lanes. The city messed up the street and made it dangerous for bikers. Yeah. Fixing the bike lanes. That's a good one. You've been thinking about this one, huh? And Crystal says, good night to Alie. Christine says, oh, Mara, you have a big heart to want to solve problems for others. Yeah, well, the sooner you get started on the problems, probably, well, people just will probably complain no matter what, but do something about with the complaints. There we go. Chris says, Mayor, I'd get workers to clean the streets and fix the sidewalks and make them more handicap accessible. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Yes, and Alie says good night to Crystal. And Nisi says, hey, girl, to Firefly Farm. Pete the pumpkin. See? Scrappy the pumpkin. Oh, that's cute. Scrappy. Okay, I got to write these down. Yeah, see, Pete was the first thing that popped into my head, but because I'm kind of an alliterative person. I like alliteration. Right, Chris? You were part of my whole, you know, tortellini, the tortoise, right? Scrappy. That's cute though, Scrappy. Pumpkin. And Pete. Can't wait to hear what you name the pumpkin. Awesome. Yeah. Swishy the squash. All right. Swishy the squash. That is a good one. There is a good one here called Street Samaritans. Oh. And Bear says, oh, I like that one, Chris. Now, what did you mean swishy or did you mean squishy? Let me know. Hey, Chris loves crochet. Welcome in. Okay. Hello. I'd volunteer to play with animals all day. That sounds good. Help the homeless population in Chicago. Yeah. Chris says, volunteer cookie taster. There you go. Yes, you have been admitted to the hospital. Yeah, me too. Well, I've definitely been to the emergency room for those twice this year. So, but I didn't get admitted. I got released to home, so that was good. But when I was pregnant with my twins, I did get preeclampsia and I got admitted to the hospital. And when I was a little kid, I was admitted to the hospital for my tonsils, and I had my tonsils out, and I was in the hospital for a couple of days. But that's it. That's it. Oh, well, and also, nope, I also had surgery when I was 21 and I was in the hospital for like 5 days. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, been in the hospital a few times. Chris says, yep. And Crystal says, yes, more than once for the hospital. Yep. Chris, YTFP Chris says, I have been admitted to the hospital. Yes. And China says, feed a friend, that a program they have every year during the holidays. Feed a friend. That's a good program. Patches. Oh, Chris. Good one. Patches. Patches the pumpkin. Patches. I like that one. So far, I think I like that one the best. But Squishy the squash is also good. There's so many good names. So many good names. Nightbot says, small acts of kindness, big impacts on hearts. And Nightbot says to be mindful of your hydration. Thanks for the reminder, Nightbot. I need to drink some more of my water. Yeah, I thought so. Chris says it's supposed to be Squishy the squash, but autocorrect hates me. No, I got you. I got you. I'm going to change that to say Squishy. It's very easy to turn a W into a QU. And Crystal says, I like those answers. I want to do those things too. Yeah. Yeah. Taste cooking and play with animals and hold babies also. Yes. I like it. China's channel. Go over there. Make sure you're still part of her family. China goes live on Thursdays at 1 p.m. Pacific time or 4 p.m. Eastern. Yes, Crystal, sign me up for that. Yeah. Me too. Do the things. Yes. Type the word mindful so that we can go over, check you out. I think it's actually the 13th, Chris. I think it's the 13th. My internet froze up. But yeah, I think it's the 13th. Hey Siri, what day is World Kindness Day? November 13th. Yeah. Okay. 12:04. my time. Oh, yeah, right. It is getting there, isn't it? Okay, 12:04. Wait a minute. We already did that one. 12:04. What do you find ethereal? Yeah. Is your time ethereal? There we go. Chris loves crochet. And Lydia's channel also just went up. Yeah, Chris, I'm already subscribed to your channel and have my notifications turned on. There is Lydia's channel. Go over and pick her up. Okay. Oh, yes, the 13th. Yeah, it's the 13th. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And here is a mindfulness quote for Chris. Be kind to yourself and others, practicing mindful compassion. Oops, 12:05. Okay. 12:05 is. Aw, what is the kindest thing you've done for a stranger? Well, a couple months ago in the summertime, a lady came up to me at Costco, and I won't say like how much, but I put some gas into her tank. She was trying to get somewhere and was low on gas, and so I put some gas in her tank. Now, I'm not sure if that's the kindest thing that I've ever done for a stranger, but I think that is the first thing that came to mind recently. But I don't know. I think sometimes just showing that you care to somebody can be bigger than, doing something like monetarily for someone. Maybe sometimes somebody just needs to get a smile from you, to know that they're a human, that they're a valued human, like maybe they go through a day where they don't have somebody make meaningful eye contact with them. So maybe something like that too. What about you guys? Yes, and Chris says, a small kindness from us can be the biggest kindness to others. That's very true. Very true. Something that we might think is just insignificant could be very significant for someone. And, on Carrie, the Yarny Elephant's channel, she does like a random act of kindness every day. And I think, sometimes just very little things can be like a little random act of kindness can really make a difference in somebody's life. And, yeah. Knit, Spin, Weave says, absolutely. I'm going to need to get a little bit more water. So I think I will probably stay on for about another, well, as long as people are chatting, another 15 to 20 minutes. Then I'm going to start getting myself ready for bed. I'm going to be getting up and going live again tomorrow at 8 o'clock my time. And Brenda says, Mama and baby roaming baby chickens that decided to visit and jump in my hand was an ethereal moment for me today. a mama and baby roaming baby chickens that decided to visit and jump in my hand. Wow. Just kind of randomly you had some chickens roaming around. And Crystal says, talk to people and sharing a human moment. It's easy to feel alone in the world. Right? Things like that. Yeah. And Chris says, that is a hard one to answer. I think my recipients would be a better judge of what it meant to them. True, true. Yeah. Ah. And Knit Spin Weave says, okay, it's 3:40 p.m. here. Ah, all right. So where approximately are you located? I am in Oregon. And Chris says, aw, Bear, I know, like to have chickens come up and jump into your hand. That's, yeah. Sorry, we have chickens that roam our rural street and they visited today. Oh, nice. I like chickens. In our little neighborhood development, we're not we can't have like chickens per se. So for me, like if I saw a chicken roaming around, I'd be like, oh my goodness. Chris says, agreed, Chris. Okay, South Australia. Excellent. Excellent. Well, happy Saturday. Now, for some of the US, it is Saturday. From the Central Time Zone on, it's Saturday. For me, it's still Friday night. And for Lydia in the Central Time Zone, it is just after midnight for her. Okay, and says it's 12:11 p.m. here in Bangkok. Awesome, Chris. Yes, sometimes just taking the time to talk to someone can make a world of difference. Yeah, I agree. Okay, and Lydia has requested her weather. The weather for Nebraska City, clear with a temperature of 42 degrees or 6 degrees Celsius. The wind is blowing at 4 miles an hour, 6 kilometers an hour, and the current humidity is 72%. Here is Crystal's weather. Weather for Chicago, conditions are cloudy, temperature of 52 or 11 degrees Celsius. We've got 2-mile-an-hour winds, not very windy in the Windy City, and the current humidity is 64%. And Knit Spin Weave says, Saturday here. Hi to Chris in Bangkok. And Crystal says, oh, it's nice here. Yeah, not very windy. Here, I'm going to look up weather for Portland. There we go. The weather for Portland, rain showers with a temperature of 58. The wind is blowing at 8 miles an hour and the current humidity is 90%. Yeah, rainy here. It's going to be a little harder to get those fall leaves up tomorrow. Is it raining right now? Not that I can hear, but let me check my actual weather app. It's drizzling. Yeah. It says rain is forecasted for the next hour. Here we go. We've got China's weather. The Crochet Queen. Weather for Hanover Township. Conditions are clear with a temperature of 47. We've got 3-mile-an-hour winds, and the current humidity is 52%. And Crystal says your humidity is 90%. You would think if it's drizzling that it's like 100%, right? But maybe drizzle is not considered the full 100% humidity. Hey, Joy, welcome in. Good to see you. Nightbot says, thanks, Joy, for hanging out with us today. And to have Nightbot drop your channel, just type the word mindful in the chat, MINDFUL, and just do that once per hour. Chris says hi to Joy. Crystal says hi to Joy. China, the Crochet Queen, says hello, Joy. and Crystal says, oh, I'm sorry I yelled. You yelled? What, did you use caps? Did you use caps? Oh, did it delete you? No. Well, I hope not. I don't think you yelled. I hope that's okay with you. Here we go. Just in case you got in trouble for using caps or something, but I thought that was disabled. All right. And Lydia says hi to Joy. Jeannie says, wow, you're up late, Mara. Well, it's only 10:17 here right now, Jeannie. But yeah, there are some people that are up late, and there are some people that are in the mid-afternoon. We've got couple people that are in Saturday afternoon, or so let's see. So how you doing, Jeannie? It's good to see you. She says hi, everyone. Chris says hi, Jeannie. And Joy says, it's okay. You only scared me a little, Crystal. Jeannie says hi to Chris and to China. Joy says hi. Everybody's greeting each other. Thank you for doing that. And Crystal says hi to Jeannie. And there we go. There is Knit Spin Weave's channel. I'm gonna go over there. Okay. And Knit Spin Weave, I just toss some yarn into your window. There we go. So everybody please go over and pick up Knit Spin Weave. Oh, oopsie. You're welcome. Nightbot is fast. I never even saw it. I'm going to go over to Nightbot because that's not supposed to be happening. Let me see. Let me go into my spam protection. Excess caps is disabled. Excess emotes disabled. Everything is disabled. So anyway, hopefully. The only thing is I do have some blocked words because I prefer people not use profanity. So I try to block that out. Now, I don't know how that actually works because I don't know if there's anybody actually typing profanity. You don't have to test it out. No need to test it out. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Chris says, yay, cute dress, Crystal. And Crystal twirls. So cute. Yay. Oh, no problem, Brenda. Sorry to run off so soon. I must be up early tomorrow. No worries. Thank you so much for coming in. It was good to see you, quote in quotations. Here, let me see if I can get another animal fact. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Ah, dang. Let me try that again. Gonna remove that one. Okay, there we go. We got a dolphin fact. Yes, and Crystal tossed some yarn at you, Knit Spin. And Lydia says hi to Crystal. Chris says, good night, bear. Sleep tight. And Chris loves crochet, says yarn tossed. Haha. Where did that? Oh, there we go. No. Yeah, you were thinking about trying, LOL. I know. Well, yeah. We could always just remove it if you don't mind. Well, I don't want you to get timed out though, because if you, just in case it actually does work and you typed in, you know, a profanity, I wouldn't want you to get a timeout. So don't test it, just for giggles. All right. Yep. And then I misspelled animal facts. And here we go. Here is an animal fact. Dolphins use echolocation, a system of sound waves, to navigate and locate prey in their environment. Did you guys see Finding Dory? Then there was the, was it a beluga whale? Or is it a beluga whale? Anyway, there was a whale and it couldn't see, and it didn't quite know how to use its echolocation or something, and then it was actually doing the echolocation. Anyway, I gotta watch Finding Dory again. And Joy says good night to Brenda. Crystal says, that's so cool. I knew that about dolphins, but what an interesting way to navigate the world. Yeah, right? It's like send out the sound waves and then it bounces off stuff and comes back. And here we go, an otter fact for Crystal. Otters have adaptations such as transparent eyelids and nostrils that close underwater to protect their senses while swimming. That's a good one too. That's a good one. I love otters. Yeah. I love the Finding Dory movie. I know, it's so cute. It is super cute. I'm just thinking about the sound that the whale made. You know, it was like, ooh. That's so funny. Yeah, Crystal says very cute movies. Oh, and here is another animal fact. Sloths have a limited range of vocalizations and communicate mostly through body language. Huh. Are you laughing at me, Crystal? Yeah. That's really funny. I was at a garage sale this past summer, and for 25 cents, it might have been 50 cents, I got this cute little book, and it even has a little smiley face like bookmark in it, you know, so it's got like one of the little bookmarks. So here, let's read a little piece of sloth wisdom. Well, when you're relaxed, your mind takes you to the whole reality. There's no such thing as time when you're really relaxed. That's why meditation works. And that is a quote from Shirley MacLaine. Let me know if you want another piece of sloth wisdom. That's funny. Yeah. Woo. Knit Spin Weave says, I love sloths and my kind of animals. They sleep lots and they just hang around, right? And for Lydia, Nightbot says, be kind to yourself. You're laughing with me. Okay, good. I'm glad you're not laughing at me. You're laughing with me. I like the video of otters floating on the back and holding each other's hand to stay together as the current gently swirls them about. Oh, yeah. Very cool. Well, you know, Tank, I love to crochet. She sent me the cutest picture of baby sloths. I mean, not sloths, baby otters. And I'll see if I can pull up my, because God, it was probably back in August or September. When did she send that to me? Let me think. Oh, that's the wrong email. So that's good. Good that I realized that. Let me switch over. The search for, yeah. Nope. Nope. Not the one. Darn. All right. I may not be able to find it, but I am gonna look again. Here we go. Here we go. Pictures. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I can't find it. Maybe I can just do a little search, Uncle Google. So cute. These are cute pictures, but none of them are as cute as the one that Tank sent. Sorry, you guys. Anyway, let me keep going. Yeah, it was a beluga whale. Yeah, I thought so. Oh gosh, that makes my heart melt. I know. It's so they don't get separated, right? They're like, oh. Holding on to each other. Granny D's awake. Hey, Granny D. Good to see you. Everybody's going to be saying hello to Granny D now. And Crystal says, I'm spinning this bobbin. It's nearly full. Almost there. Nearly. I'm sure you mean nearly full. Almost there. Lydia saying hello to Granny D. Granny D saying hi back. Granny D is asking Lydia if she feels any better. Joy says, hi, Granny D, hon. And Lydia says she's on some new meds. Well, hopefully that is helping you to feel better. And China says hi to Jeannie. Yeah, those East Coasters, you guys are up really late. For me, it's only 10:30. Granny D says hi to China. Be mindful of your hydration. Have a beverage. That's right. I need to drink some more water myself. Okay. All right, let's see. I mean, so far we've only had like some otter facts, a dolphin fact, a sloth fact. I would really like to get some of my other animal facts. Let's see. Maybe we can get a bear fact to come up. And Granny D says, Crystal, good idea. I need to cake up my bobbin yarn. And Crystal says, ooh, yes. Oh, here's another sloth fact. Despite their slow pace, sloths are fascinating creatures with unique adaptations to their environment. That's a good one. Oh, goodness. I don't know how you guys, that are at 1:30 a.m. are still awake. I'm starting to hit my my limit. Okay. We're going to get an animal fact for China. It's just a little delayed coming up. Oh, did I miss? Hold on a second. I did miss a little bit. Okay. No, that one. Got that one. I am not sure why, but it doesn't look like an animal fact came up for you, Joy. And Crystal says, when I found out how much water we are actually supposed to drink, I was shocked. Yeah, I know. I don't drink nearly enough water. But here we go. Maybe this one was yours, Joy. Sloths are excellent swimmers and can move through the water with surprising agility. Did not know that. When I was getting all the facts together for the animals and sticking them into the little database that I created, I didn't really read all of the facts, but I thought it's a good one. That's the first time I've seen that one. Okay. Good night and sleep well. Thank you. Good night, Knit, Spin, Weave. And thank you so much for coming and hanging out. You enjoy the rest of your Saturday. By the time all of us here in the States wake up, you'll be in Sunday, right? And okay. All right. Let's see. Another otter fact. Otters are found in a variety of habitats, including rivers, lakes, coastal areas, and wetlands. Yeah, you didn't know that either. And Joy says good night to Knit Spin. And Knit Spin Weave, sleep well. Well, yeah, we'll be sleeping before Knit Spin will be sleeping. I definitely did not know that sloths can swim. Very cool. But it's very cool. Let's also get a woolly fact. There we go. If I if I have, you know, animal facts and wool facts to talk about, I should be good. I should be good to go. I've been on for like an hour and 50 minutes. So maybe, okay, maybe I can make it all the way to 2 hours. We'll see. 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. Here we go. Angora rabbits are bred specifically for their soft and luxurious Angora wool. Love it. Angora, that would be nice. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Gosh, yeah, this has been fun. Just my pop-up live. I didn't expect to be on here for so long, but I've really enjoyed hanging out with you guys. My goodness, I truly do appreciate all of you for coming in and hanging out. Let's see. And Endora wool is from Ewoks from Endor. That's a good one. I should add that one to my facts, Chris. Endora wool is from Ewoks from Endor. Cool. Crystal says, LOL, Chris. And Nisi, Nisi, you're still there. She says, I love Ewoks. So cool. So cool. Well, it's been awesome because some of my most favorite people have been here tonight. I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you. And Joy says, does that work up well, Chris? LOL. And then Chris says, me too, Nisi. LOL. They make funny sounds. And Joy says, hi to Nisi. Yeah, she's been lurking in the background, right? Observing from the bushes. And China says, you're welcome, LOL. Nisi says, hi, Joy. Yeah, I know for those of you that came in a little bit late, Alie from Alie Artifacts, she was here and I opened this package from her. And anyway, it included this cute pumpkin and we were coming up with some names for it. And we've got Scrappy Pumpkin, Pete the Pumpkin was one that I came up with. And Chris said Squishy the Squash, which I think is very cute. And then I can't remember who said it. If you're still here, just remind me. But Patches was another one, another name. And I thought that was a cute name, Patches the Pumpkin. Because if you guys know me, you know I have to name all of my like Orville Poppy Popcorn and, you know, Frenchie, the French fries for my Friday pop-up live. And I've got right there, I'm tickling it, is Pablo the Taco. Anyway, I know Paco Taco would probably have been a better name, but when I saw him, I just said Pablo. I think his name is Pablo. And Chris loves crochet. She said Patches. Okay, I'm going to write that down because I don't want to forget. I like to give credit, especially because I really like the name Patches. I think that is so cute. Patches, squishy, squash patches. How can I make everything work? Right. Chris. Yeah. Thanks for that. And Granny D says BRB. Okay, Granny D, I'll try to be here when you come back. I am, because I am fading. I'm fading. And Lydia says, good night, Sis China. I love you. And Nightbot is reminding that small acts of kindness, big impacts on hearts. 12:39. Yep, for me it's 10:40, but yes, I know. It is getting late. And it is about time to wrap things up. And in addition to squishy patches here, I did also show the progress on my peacock plumes afghan. Let me hold this up here. And I've been just working on it, little bits here and there. I was trying to do some before the movie night tonight, because when it's movie night, I'm like hovering over my keyboard because I want to type in my answer to all the trivia questions. But yeah, I've in the last few days, and it's getting big, so each round is taking a really long time. But I've done about 3 rounds this week. Yeah, I think at the weekend I may have been done with this round. I'll have to go back and check. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm on the 5th round. So I've almost gotten 5 done this week. Peter patches the squishy squash of giving. Oh my gosh, I love that. Peter patches. Squishy squash of giving. That's hilarious, Chris. Yes, you were on it, Mara. Yeah. Or patches the squishy squash pumpkin. That is so cute. And, in Finding Nemo, when they're going through the jellyfish, and Dory's like, oh, I shall name him Squishy and he shall be mine, or something like that. That was so cute. Crystal says, I love that, Chris, LOL. And Chris loves crochet, says, I like yours best though, Chris. Yeah. Peter patches the squishy squash of giving. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I'm going to have to take a picture and put it on my community tab. And shout out to Alie for sending that to me. That was super kind. So when Alie came on to my weekend wind up a few weeks ago, and that's going on 4 weeks ago now. Time just really flies. She was working on this, and so I'm just like so touched that she sent it to me. It is super cool. Super cool. What I even like is, if you can see it, the stem on it is kind of curvy. It goes up and curves. So it angles like back and forth. It has so much character, and it really is squishy squash. I like it. Patches the squishy squash of giving. Very cute. Joy says, LOL. And Chris says, it's so squishy. Oh, yeah. Were you thinking of the, in the Gru movies? What are they called? Despicable Me. The Despicable Me when, oh no, because No, in Finding Nemo, I was just now thinking about Despicable Me, the little girl, she gets the big unicorn, and she's like, it's so fluffy. I love that part too. It's such a nice pumpkin. Yes. Yeah, when she says it's so fluffy. Yeah. We're always like, it's so fluffy, I'm gonna die. It was funny when the box came, and I was like, it was so light, you know, and I was like, oh, what is in there? I didn't even think it could be this cool pumpkin. So cool. That was a cute moment. I do that with my amies, LOL. Yeah. All right. Okay, my friends. Well, thank you so much. I think I'm going to start to wrap it up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play my outro. So if you guys have some more comments that you want to type in, I'll make sure to click on them. All right, as my outro is playing. And in the meantime, I'm going to type in yogi for one more mindfulness quote. And thanks to everybody who's here watching tonight. And if you're catching this on replay, thanks so much for giving me the watch hours. I really appreciate it. And if you've been observing from your Zen garden, I really appreciate you too. And thank you for listening in and spending time with me tonight. All right. And so Nightbot says, in every loop, find a moment of mindfulness and joy. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. Take care. And as always, be kind.